heart of Ado-Ekiti flows a sacred river known as Omieri, the river of divine fishes. Here, the waters do more than nourish the land. They carry the spirit of a goddess. Local legend tells of a powerful deity who transformed herself into this river, leaving behind as sacred children the fishes that swim within. To harm them is taboo. To eat them unthinkable. According to the people, no matter how long this fish boils, it will never soften. And anyone who dares to defile the sacred order by catching or cooking a fish from Omieri will face the wrath of the goddess herself.
Ẹja yẹn ló jẹ́ important jù fún apẹja etí erin kó o ṣe kò ní jiná wọn kì í pa gan kẹ́hìn gbọ́ mi sà wọn kì í pa ẹnìkan dẹ oníjọ́ kínní àná.
Kówé sùn ká yè ṣe.
Kówé kò sí nǹkan tó mú ẹja yẹn máa ṣe pé tóun bá mú lọ léwọn á sè é ó ṣe ẹja yẹn títí tí ẹja yẹn ò jiná ejò wà láwárí. Ohun tí wọ́n pèsè di lẹ́jọ́ pé ó kọjá ẹni.
Kí làwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tó wá gbé lẹ́yìn yẹn?
Ó ṣe ètùtù ni.
Ètùtù rẹ̀ ló ètùtù ẹni ló ṣe bẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀sẹ̀ yá. Ẹ kú o ẹ kú bó ti ṣe ètùtù.
Bó ti ṣe ètùtù rẹ̀ ó wà in life till now.
The Erin Ayonigba River is not only a site of mystery, but also of healing.
Only dókítà rẹ̀ agidi. Àgbọ̀ ọmọ yìí dókítà ló gbé kàí ló bímọ. Lọ́ba iṣẹ́. Òun la alágbó ìwòyá wo mọ́. Torí kó bá ti lóyún sínú, ẹbẹ̀ láti ẹ̀gbàgbọ́ títí fún mọ́kà mú ebi.
The people believe that its waters cleanse the body and spirit. They drink from it, bathe in it, and use it in their daily lives, trusting the river spirit to protect their community from harm. Visitors often come to feed the sacred fish with bread, watching as they gather gracefully at the surface. For the people of Eringio, Omieri is more than just the water. It is life, healing, and the heartbeat of their faith. Data according to the United Nations World Food Programme says 30.6 million Nigerians face acute food insecurity. Experts blame on many factors which include the security challenges in the North and Middle Belt, post-harvest losses, poor storage facility, and a couple of other issues. Over the years, there have been efforts at boosting food production in Nigeria, taking advantage of its over 70 million hectares of land, multiple agroecological zones, and a climate favorable for year-round farming. There have been several other such interventions by governments at council, state, and federal levels, including the Produce for Lagos program and the 500 billion naira guarantee fund scheme by the Lagos state government. In September, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Yari, said the prices of food items have crashed across the country, but some Nigerians differ, saying they are yet to feel the ease.
Before, we said chicken 4 8 before, but now we sell 5,000 naira.
This one, before at the selling 300, now at the selling 500 because only don't cost. Down at the selling, before at the selling 3,500, now at the selling 6,000. Everything don't cost.
About 2 months ago, we are buying the food. Like rice or back of rice is 70-something thousand naira, like 75, 78, 73. But now 60, 62, 50, 55 safe. So if I look, it's gone down now. Not say like if you have increasing the price now.
2025 marks the 80th anniversary of the annual World Food Day, which is celebrated on October the 16th every year. This year with the theme, Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future, the United Nations target building a peaceful, sustainable, and food-secure future where everyone has access to a healthy diet. To achieve this, experts suggest the way forward must be comprehensive, from tackling insecurity to investing in climate resilience farming to improving storage, irrigation, and transportation systems. That's in addition to strengthening farmers' cooperatives, access to finance and research. With the right investment, policies, and protection for its farmers, Nigeria may be on its way from food insecurity to food sovereignty. Because in a nation so richly blessed, no one should go hungry.
If you order Bolt, InDrive, or Uber and you see this man run for your life,
immediately I entered this man's car, there was something hanging in front of his mirror. It looked so fetish, and
but this same man picked me up, May 3rd, and he did the same thing.
Oh, chef Bolt, chef Uber, chef InDrive.
I'm getting scared because, like, oh my god, what if he's the one? You guys, please be careful.
This is the man who goes around in Bolt, InDrive, and Uber, allegedly robbing women of their belongings, raping ladies in his ride, and pretending to offer safe transport while carrying knives, scissors, guns, and other weapons in his car.
This guy has pepper spray, he has gun, he has sharp weapons, whatever.
For months, young women have cried out, sharing stories of their painful encounters with this predator. They talk about how he allegedly threatens them, hurts them, and strips them not just of their possessions, but of their dignity.
And you are telling me I'm not with your phone. He's like, you want me to kill you here? Immediately, he now brought out the knife. He was not holding the knife. He said he's going to stab me to death. Started diverting to another route. That do I have condom inside my bag? Look at what he was asking me. I said I don't have condom inside my bag. He now searched my bag. That he's going to send my body in packs. He already has people that will buy my body.
Despite these cries and warnings, he is still on the road. He is still picking up unsuspecting women and still moving through Uber, Bolt, and InDrive like a hunter waiting for his next victim. And the most heartbreaking question remains, why is a man like this still allowed to drive? Why has no company taken firm action to protect the very people they promise safety to?
Uber are still allowing this man to drive after he has victimized a lot of girls. Every day they're going to complain about our riders. Every day.
So why would Uber and Bolt and InDrive allow a known criminal work with them?
Will you be employing a highway robber to be on the highway picking people?
Every day that passes without justice is another day of risk for countless women. What use is technology if it cannot protect the vulnerable? What good is business when it ignores the cries of the broken? To the companies, the question is simple. How many more women must be hurt before you act? How many more tears must fall before you listen?
Please, Nigerian police, come to our help. Like, the government should look into it. Police, they should look into it. And even close to like 8 or more were saying, oh, I've been inside this man's car before, or I'm a victim, or I almost got kidnapped. What? The worst part of this issue is that it has been reported to the police, but police did nothing about it.
To every reader, this is not just a story. This is a call to wake up, a call to demand safety, a call to make sure that no man, no matter how cunning, is allowed to use the will as a weapon against women again. Because as long as this man is allowed to drive, every woman on the road is in danger.
The government is not doing anything. Somebody should do something about this guy.
am Lydia Ajayi. Let's take the highlights. Federal High Court gives the People's Democratic Party final order to stop National Convention. Delegates arrive Ibadan as People's Democratic Party insists no going back on scheduled National Convention. Paystack Suspends co-founder and Chief Technology Officer Ezra Olubi over sexual misconduct. And now to the news. A day to the long-awaited convention of the People's Democratic Party, the Federal High Court in Abuja has issued a final order stopping the party from going ahead with the event. Justice Peter Lifu, while delivering judgment in a suit filed by former governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido, ordered that the convention be put on hold till Lamido is allowed to purchase a nomination form for the office of the national chairman. The judge also instructed the Independent National Electoral Commission not to attend the event. But the People's Democratic Party has said there is no going back on this weekend planned convention in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. The state capital is already getting busy and wearing a new look as delegates are beginning to arrive for the controversial elective gathering of the opposition party. The convention, scheduled for Saturday and Sunday, November the 15th and 16th, has court ruling asking it to be placed on hold. Before today's court ruling, Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court had ruled that the convention be suspended, citing the party's failure to abide by its own rules and barred INEC from monitoring the exercise. However, an Oyo State High Court sitting in Ibadan, presided over by Justice Ladiran Akitola, had directed the People's Democratic Party to go ahead with the event. The Lake Salami Stadium, venue of the convention, is reportedly wearing a new look ahead of the program, meant to be attended by more than 3,000 delegates from 36 states of the Federation and the FCT. Meanwhile, the Rivers State chapter of the People's Democratic Party has announced that it will not be a part of the National Convention happening in Oyo State this weekend. The leadership of the party in the state cites a breakdown in communication and deepening leadership crisis within the party. The executives, in a statement signed by some members of the state and local government executives, accused the national leadership of sidelining the state chapter led by the governor, Siminalayi Fubara. The statement alleges that the national leadership failed to establish any proper communication channel with the state delegation, leaving them incommunicado ahead of the convention. Away from the People's Democratic Party convention, the African Democratic Congress has criticized President Bola Tinubu's request for a 1.15 trillion naira loan, warning that Nigeria is being pushed into deeper and avoidable debt. In a statement signed by its National Publicity Secretary, Bolaji Abdullahi, the ADC questioned why the government was seeking fresh loans despite reportedly meeting its non-oil revenue target of 20.59 trillion naira by August 2025. Abdullahi said the administration's continued borrowing shows a worrying lack of fiscal discipline. The party cited reports indicating that Nigeria's total public debt could rise to 193 trillion naira if all Tinubu's loan requests for 2025 are approved, adding an estimated 40.61 trillion naira to the country's debt profile. According to Abdullahi, this suggests the government is borrowing against its own words while failing to provide meaningful relief to citizens. He noted that Nigerians are still grappling with inflation and rising living costs, yet the federal government has not shown how these loans will address the economic hardship. And in what is clearly a worrying development, should the story be true, Paystack co-founder and Chief Technology Officer Ezra Olubi has been suspended. Olubi was suspended following allegations of sexual misconduct at his workplace. Ezra, who co-founded Paystack in 2015, was suspended following tweets that surfaced in which a formal investigation has reportedly been launched. Olubi, through his X account, which is now deactivated, shared between 2009 to 2013 sexual and predatory tweets, references to physical arousal during meetings, and remarks involving minors, bestiality, and sexualized characters. Paystack confirmed it was aware of the allegations and had immediately placed Olubi on suspension pending a comprehensive review. And to a sad news of the deaths of 2 inmates who were awaiting trial in Uyo. The inmates were found dead at the Uyo Custodian Center in AKWA-IBOM State. Spokesperson of the Nigerian Correctional Service in AKWA-IBOM State, Frank Okonkwo, confirmed the incident. Frank stated that the incident was caused by a faulty transformer explosion, stating that the explosion also affected 2 staff in the correctional center. He stated that the victims of the explosion are awaiting trial on grounds of conspiracy, kidnapping, and armed robbery, noting, however, that they were presumed innocent until proven otherwise by the court. The controller assured that there is an ongoing investigation and actions are being put into place for a comprehensive report on the incident. In other news, President Bola Tinubu has reappointed retired Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa as chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency for another 5-year term. The reappointment announced today by the President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, takes effect immediately, extending Marwa's leadership of the agency until 2031. According to the presidency, the decision reflects Tinubu's confidence in Marwa's stewardship of the NDLEA, which has intensified efforts against drug trafficking and abuse in recent years. Reports shows that the agency recorded the arrest of about 73,000 drug suspects and the seizure of over 15 million kilograms of illicit substances during Marwa's first term. It appears the last is yet to be heard of the face-off between the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory and a naval officer. The incident, which happened last Tuesday in Abuja, has not stopped generating reactions. The Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawale, has also reacted to the incident, blaming his colleague Minister Nyesom Wike for allowing the situation degenerate to a public show. Matawale blamed the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory for defying advice given him on how to handle the situation when he called to inform military chiefs. The Minister of State, during a media interaction, said, and I quote, "What Wike did was not okay." He also blamed his colleague for going ahead to engage in altercation with the officer who was on an official assignment. Matawale adds that there is no law in the military that recommends punishment for the officer whom he described as handling his orders well with humility and respect. The minister promised to protect Lieutenant Yerima. Meanwhile, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has been defending his public face-off with the naval officer, Lieutenant Ahmed Yerima, in Abuja last Tuesday. The minister said it became necessary for him to visit the site when he got reports of attacks on government officials who had gone to work on the said piece of land. Wike said, and I quote, "How can I sit as a minister when government officials are being attacked and beaten up? Officials at the level of directors, and I will just sit in my office doing what?" The former governor of Rivers State criticized the deployment of soldiers to impede lawful enforcement actions of FCT officials. Wike, who was speaking during a media briefing, accused a retired naval chief of undertaking unauthorized development of a contested plot and then using naval officers to assault Federal Capital Development Authority staff who had gone to halt the construction. According to Wike, the retired naval chief should have called him like done by former President Olusegun Obasanjo and a former Chief of Staff, General Theophilus Danjuma. Away from that story, the Nigerian Senate has passed the second reading of the Armed Forces Repeal and Reenactment Bill 2025, which aims to modernize military laws and stop the recruitment of children under 18. sponsored by Senator Abdulaziz Yaradua of Katsina Central. The bill seeks to repeal the existing Armed Forces Act 2004 and replace it with updated provisions reflecting Nigeria's current constitutional framework, security realities, and democratic governance. One of the key provisions of the bill is the ban on enlisting individuals under 18 years of age into the armed forces, aligning the law with the Child Rights Act 2003, the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, and the African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child. It also updates penalties for military offenses, allows legal representation in civil courts, and clarifies command structures to strengthen civilian oversight of the armed forces. Still in the Red Chamber, the Senate Committee on Public Accounts has given the Nigerian Governors Forum 12 days to provide detailed records on stamp duty revenue collected between 2016 and 2024. The committee also requested similar data from the Federal Inland Revenue Service, the Central Bank of Nigeria, and all commercial banks in the country. The information sought includes the total revenue generated, remitted, and forwarded to the Treasury single account. Chairman of the committee, Aliyu Wadada, said the move is aimed at tracking stamp duty revenue and ensuring that funds are properly managed and accounted for, noting that preliminary information indicates that humongous amounts have been collected over the years. And in the Green Chamber, the House of Representatives has urged the Federal Ministry of Education and the West African Examinations Council to suspend the rollout of computer-based testing for the senior secondary school certificate examination until the 2030 academic year. The motion, sponsored by Kelechi Wogu, cited concerns over inadequate infrastructure and readiness across Nigerian schools, as lawmakers further noted that many schools, particularly in rural areas, lack computers, internet connectivity, standby power, and qualified computer teachers to conduct the exams successfully. The House directed that from 2026 to 2029, the Ministry of Education and state governments should provide funding to recruit computer teachers, construct computer laboratories and internet access, install standby generators, and monitor private schools' readiness for the transition. Nigeria's Minister of Information has urged media outlets to air the full, unedited interview with journalist Piers Morgan amid rising debates over reports of alleged genocide in parts of the country. The minister emphasized that airing the complete conversation would provide clarity and prevent misrepresentation of facts. The call comes as tension escalates over narratives surrounding attacks in several northern communities. The minister said he aims to ensure that Nigerians and the international community receive an accurate account of the discussions. And in a related development, prominent cleric Ahmad Gumi has claimed that some Christian groups in northern Nigeria have resorted to burying empty coffins to exaggerate reports of genocide in the region. Gumi's statement sparked strong reactions from both religious and civil society groups, intensifying the already heated debate over security and ethnic tensions in the north. According to Gumi, such acts are aimed at garnering sympathy and international attention, which he described as a misrepresentation of ground realities. Critics, however, argue that the allegations could further inflame religious divisions and undermine efforts at peace and reconciliation. And to food security, Lagos State has once again taken bold steps towards strengthening food security and youth-driven innovation with the hosting of the Lagos Agri-Innovation Summit. The summit brought together government officials, financial leaders, private sector players, and young innovators to explore new strategies for transforming the state's agricultural landscape. With Lagos consuming thousands of metric tons of food daily, the event sets the stage for renewed commitment to technology, partnerships and programs designed to build a resilient and productive food system for Africa's fastest growing megacity.
Lagos' ambition to build a smarter, technology-powered food system took center stage at the Agri-Innovation Summit 2.0, where stakeholders renewed their commitment to empowering young agripreneurs and strengthening the state's fast-growing food ecosystem. The summit showcased fresh ideas, bold investments, and a unified resolve to transform agriculture into a major engine of economic growth. Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Ezra Olubi, said the Lagos Agri-Innovation Club has expanded into a vital link connecting young innovators to the state's agricultural transformation plans. She explained that initiatives such as the Produce for Lagos Fund and the Lagos Food Festival are driving a future where technology and innovation help ensure no child goes to bed hungry. Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment Akiyemi Ajigbotafe highlighted youth-focused initiatives including ICT training, the Graduate Internship Program, and entrepreneurship support for disadvantaged groups and persons with disabilities.
This summit themed Thriving Food System, Smart Future is not just another conference. It is a statement of intent. It shows that Lagos is serious about reimagining agriculture as a space where creativity, technology, and entrepreneurship can thrive side by side.
Keynote speaker and managing director of Sterling Bank, Abubakar Suleiman, stressed that Lagos' massive food consumption presents both economic potential and a need for stronger investment in data and technology.
Food and food inflation is about nation building. It is something we must take very seriously. So for the young people in this room who, beyond trying to start up a business and succeed, if you want to know how you can help your country, whatever you can do to help us contain the price of food and the inflation in food is an act of nationalism.
Representing the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the deputy chief of staff to the governor, Sam Egube, reaffirmed Lagos State's commitment to building a resilient, innovation-driven food system through strong partnership and youth-led solutions.
We believe that Lagos should be seen as a national asset, not just as a state. And in this light, we believe that food security systems is very, very important, and food security is at the heart of Mr. President's strategy. It's at the heart of Lagos State's strategy. And we are here to excite our people and to cause them to focus on this great dream to lead Nigeria forward.
Stakeholders at the summit have reaffirmed their commitment to transforming the state's agricultural landscape through innovation, youth empowerment, and strategic partnerships.
Still in Lagos, the Lagos Island East Local Council Development Area has witnessed a major boost in grassroots development as Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, commissioned multiple landmark projects in the area. The event highlighted the council's growing reputation for innovation and community-focused leadership under the chairman, Muibi Folawiyo. Our correspondent has more in this report. Finally, in Lagos, the state government has unveiled the electronic physical planning process system and a digital platform created to modernize planning approvals and land administration. The system replaces the manual, paper-heavy approach with a faster, more transparent and accountable process for citizens and professionals. Singaporean technology partners, including Raymond Tan and Stephen Chan, said the launch is the outcome of a collaboration that began as far back as 2006. They record that Lagos sent 100 officers to Singapore in 2009 to study advanced planning tools, a step that laid the foundation for today's digital transformation. Chairman of Innovacore Technologies, Adebola Adeyinka, traced the vision to the era of former governor and current president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed TINUBU. He noted that the project survived policy changes and early doubts, emerging as the right solution after years of testing, development, and interagency coordination. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said Lagos' rapid urban growth makes digitalization essential. He explained that EPPS will enable online submissions, reduce approval delays, curb corruption, and improve environmental and safety compliance. And still in Lagos, the Lagos Island East Local Council Development Area has witnessed a major boost, as earlier said before, in grassroots development as Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu commissioned multiple landmark projects in the area. The event highlighted the council's growing reputation for innovation and community-focused leadership under the chairman, Muyibi Folawiyo. Our correspondent has more in this report.
Thank you very much.
A renewed emphasis on proper maintenance and responsible governance sets the tone as Lagos Island East LCDA, as Executive Chairman, Honorable Muyibi Alade Folawiyo, pledged to ensure that every newly commissioned project is preserved and sustained for community use. Folawiyo said the facilities symbolize not only infrastructure growth, but also the legacy of distinguished Lagosians, whose leadership has shaped the area's development.
As we look ahead to the next 100 days, we hope, by the grace of God, to welcome back Mr. Governor of Lagos State to yet another commissioning of more impactful projects that align seamlessly with the team's agenda of your government and the Lagos Rising.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who commissioned the project, praised the chairman's performance and described him as one of the most effective and development-driven local government leaders in the country.
We formally unveiled Island Golden Port here in Lagos Island East LCDA under the able leadership of Honorable our chairman, Capital with upfront hope. Thank you very much.
Some of the multiple projects unveiled by Governor Sanwo-Olu are the Island Golden Court Housing Estate, the Neighborhood Safety Corps Operational Base, Senator Oluremi TINUBU Shopping Mall, Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu Administrative Building, a multipurpose hall, a legislative complex, a customary court, and religious buildings, attracting dignitaries, traditional rulers, and development partners.
Let's go on a break now, and when we return, we will tell you how much has been disbursed for pensioners. That's on business. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. Let's join Happiness AKWA-IBOM for our business stories. Happiness.
Thank you and welcome to business. The Pension Transitional Arrangement Directorate has disbursed 3.9 billion naira in pension arrears to 91,146 retirees under the federal government's defined benefit scheme. The information released by the agency stated that the payment follows the implementation of the recently approved minimum pension of 32,000 for retirees under the scheme for President Bola TINUBU, noting that the disbursements covered verified pensioners across 4 major departments. PTAD said 1.9 billion naira was paid to the 59,865 retirees under the Parastatals Pension Department, while the Civil Service Pension Department counted for 830 million disbursed to 12,976 pensioners. Another 620 million naira was released to 9,689 retirees under the Police Pension Department and 551 million naira to 8,616 pensioners in the Custom, Immigration and Prison Pension Department. The Directorate noted that the payments were made directly to the beneficiaries who had completed the verification process. Still on business news, the Securities and Exchange Commission has announced the Nigerian will begin operating a trade date plus 2 days settlement cycle for equities transaction from November 28, 2025. The news framework shortened the settlement period from the existing trade dates plus 3 cycle, under which traders will complete 3 business days after execution. The Commissioner says the transition is aimed at improving market efficiency, aligning with global standards, and reducing settlement risk for investors, adding that the move will allow investors quicker access to funds and securities after trades. The Central Securities Clearing System has conducted testing for its system with market operators ahead of the implementation, with no reporting technical challenges. And that's it on business. It's back to you for the rest of the bullet.
Thank you, Happiness. And on the foreign scene, the British Broadcasting Corporation has apologized to United States President Donald Trump over a misleading edit of one of his past speeches, but insists the error does not constitute grounds for a defamation lawsuit. The corporation confirmed that its chairman, Samir Shah, had written a personal letter to the White House conveying regrets over the edit, which appeared in a documentary aired last year. The issue surfaced amid growing scrutiny of the broadcaster's handling of politically sensitive content involving the former United States president. The Ukraine's energy and justice ministers have resigned following allegations linking them to a sweeping $100 million corruption scheme within the country's energy sector. Investigators claim a close ally of President Vladimir Zelensky orchestrated the kickback operation involving Energoatom, Ukraine's state nuclear operator and chief electricity provider. The Justice Minister, German Galushchenko, and Energy Minister, Svetlana, has been charged. Zelensky publicly declared that both officials could not remain in office, urging their immediate resignation letters, confirmed by Prime Minister Julia. Let's join Christiana Chikeze for our sports stories. Over to you, Christiana.
Thank you. Welcome to sports. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the last general election, Peter Obi, have been congratulating the Super Eagles over their victory against Gabon. The Super Eagles defeated Gabon 4-1 in the run-off semi-finals for qualification to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Atiku Abubakar commended the players for their discipline, focus and determination, saying their performance reflects the pride and resilience of Nigerians. The victory sees Nigeria's hope of a spot at the 2026 FIFA World Cup as gradually taking form, with the final playoff round set to determine their qualification status. With the final showdown against the Democratic Republic of Congo now set for Sunday, the nation rallies behind the Super Eagles, ready to support their quest for World Cup glory. Moving on, France has secured their spot in the 2026 FIFA World Cup with a commanding 4-0 victory over Ukraine. The match was highlighted by Kylian Mbappe, reaching a remarkable milestone, scoring the 400th goal of his illustrious career. The French side dominated from the start, displaying precision, speed and teamwork that left Ukraine struggling to respond. Fans and football enthusiasts around the world celebrated not only the qualification but also Mbappe's historic achievement, marking another defining moment in his career. With this victory, France moves confidently into the World Cup. The spotlight now shifts to the tournament itself, where expectation will be high for Le Bleu to make a deep run. And finally on sports, Lionel Messi and Argentina national team were greeted by an electrified crowd of fans in Luanda ahead of their friendly match against Angola. Supporters flooded the streets, waving flags, chanting and capturing every moment as the football superstars arrived. The atmosphere was electric, reflecting the passion Angolan fans have for world-class football and the excitement of seeing Messi and his teammates in action. Social media quickly filled with videos and pictures showing the massive turnout and the energy surrounding the friendly encounter. As Argentina prepares to face Angola, the reception underscores not only Messi's global appeal, but also the unifying power of football, bringing communities together in celebration of the beautiful game. And that will be all on sports at this time. It's back to you.
Thank you, Christiana. Fawaz Akoshle has the rundown of our entertainment stories. Over to you, Fawaz.
Thank you very much. And in the world of entertainment, Grammy-winning singer Burna Boy has been trending overnight for kicking his show attendees a couple for sleeping at his show. The singer halfway through his set stopped his show after he saw the lady sleeping. Burna Boy is known for his strong and appealing stage presence and performance. The singer in the video circulating on X said he will not continue his performance until the couple leaves. "We are doing this music because we love you, you understand?" he said. "So when I stand up here and I see you over there sleeping with your girl in front of me, it pisses me off, man. So please take her home fast. Now, take her home." Fans present in the show were urging the couple to leave so the singer could continue his show. The couple eventually left though. This has sparked many reactions from fans and even content goers, with users on X asking if it was a free show, some asking the couple to be refunded their money. Moving on, it's TikTok time, and guess what? Our very own Boss Auntie has bagged her first ever TikTok award win for the Video of the Year award category. The viral sensation who has caught the hearts of both youngsters and older generation with her close boss videos has won the Video of the Year award at the TikTok award ceremony which held yesterday in the United Kingdom. In a recent interview with TikTok UK, she was asked if she has more things that she couldn't say in her speech on the stage. She said, "Thank you. You all believed in me when I couldn't believe in myself. You saw something good in me. You guys got me here." The award was presented to her by also popular creator Sabrina Bansun, who is known as Tube Girl. Very ironic if you ask me. Congratulations to you, Beme. Keep representing us all the way from Niger.
I celebrate every single one of you that believe in me and got me here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and that is all on entertainment. It is back to you for the rest of the bulletin.
Thank you, Fawaz, and that's where we draw the curtain on this bulletin. Thanks for tuning in to Africa News 24 TV. Please follow us on all our social media platforms and check out our website at africanews24.ng to stay informed and ahead. We will catch you on the next broadcast. I am Lydia Ajayi. Bye for now.